What does it take to succeed in real estate? I'm Dan Gorfinkel with eXp Realty, and today we're going to unlock your potential and all the specific attributes that you need to succeed and maintain a high level of success in this business, the game of real estate. I've helped hundreds of people sell and buy homes, and I've helped countless agents in terms of mentoring and coaching. And today I'm going to go into all the specifics as far as becoming a successful real estate agent. What are the qualities that you need to have? And I think anecdotally, one of them that gives me the kind of a chuckle is I had a client years ago, and he used to be like, wow, you just really listen to my needs, and you know exactly what I'm looking for. You're so dialed in to everything that I have to say. And I would say that listening skills are far and away the most important aspect of this business. And what makes me laugh about this is he actually became a really good friend of mine. And over the years, he's like, whatever happened to your realtor skills? Like, you're an awesome friend, but all you do is I say something and it goes in one ear and out the other. So truth be told, I know we all have the ability to listen better, and we all can stumble from time to time. And I think, friendship versus client relationship, it's night and day. So I know that being dialed in and listening and having that skill on a high alert, high level is one of the most important attributes you can have in this business. So it's not just about listening. There's other attributes, but that's the number one that I would think of. In terms of other skills and qualities, you want to have your time management skills under lock and key. You want to make sure you know exactly what you're doing. In terms of time management, that's something that's very difficult. A lot of times we realtors will end up having calls and interactions at 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, be it a weeknight, be it on a weekend. And ultimately that's something that, if you're balancing family life with that, it doesn't really work very well, or it doesn't work for a long time. So the business is a 24/7 one. So having the ability to kind of, obviously you need to meet your client's needs. And if there's an offer that's hot off the press and it's something that happens to be on a Friday night, you have no choice. You have to submit that offer to your seller, or vice versa. If you're working for a buyer, you got to get that offer in. It's just the nature of it. But at the same time, having the ability to know when to kind of peace out and have the option to just put your priorities with your family or with your friends or focus not on work, that's an essential quality as well. Knowing when to unplug is really what I'm trying to say. And that doesn't come easy. It's even after all these years, it doesn't come easy to me, but it's something that I know if you're going to have a long career and you're going to avoid burnout, you have to be able to have that quality put in play where you can kind of tone it down a bit, step into, your personal life, step back into business. And again, doing that seamlessly is a very critical quality that you need to have as being a successful realtor, because it's so interchangeable. The day just kind of blends between work and personal all the time. There's no such thing as a 9-to-5 aspect in this business. And it's something we all need to kind of adapt to and accept. Other essential skills and qualities you need to succeed in this business is the ability to get along with people. And I know that kind of goes without saying, but even though, let's say, the other realtor on the deal is going to bat for their clients, there's so many instances where there can be points of contention, where you're having arguments with them or whatever it happens to be. But you have to realize that keeping it on an even plane, even though you're still going to go hard for your client, is ultra critical, because they're going to be around beyond this transaction. You need to make friends in this business. At the same time, I don't endorse cronyism or anything like that, or where you're kind of buddy with other realtors. But at the same time, they're going to be playing in the same world as you are. And there may be other transactions, and you don't want to have something where you disparage or hurt another agent, because believe it or not, with a future client on a future listed ad agent may have, there's a chance that your own client, even if it's unfair, may be put to the back burner based on your interaction and your relationship with other real estate agents. So again, that none of that goes without saying. I think it's an important point to underscore. Ultimately, at the end of the day, most important interactions are between ourselves and our own clients. Those are ultra critical to make sure that you're doing right by your client. Year in and year out, I've always had that mentality where I'm going to do the right thing. And even in some instances where you may feel that you're pushed around and the client feels like, oh, geez, I'm the client, I'm always right, even if they're not. You have to find a delicate balance in all of this. You have to be able to kind of point it out when they're not right, not make them feel bad about it, but you definitely need to make your thoughts and your voice heard to your own people, because otherwise you're going to be walked on and ultimately you're going to not last in this business. So there's certain points where you can have a really strong core, a strong belief system, and an ability to kind of deliver on those beliefs and thoughts to your clients, to other realtors. But at the end of the day, being true to yourself and making sure that you maintain yourself in a way that you're not going to just collapse or burn out is absolutely critical. So I think those are kind of some of the softer skills that I've mentioned. There's other skills that are, they bear worth mentioning as well, which is having great knowledge within the business, having knowledge about what current events there are in the world that may be affecting market factors as well, or affecting the market basically. I don't approach buyers at this time of year the same way I did earlier in the year. I mean, there was a lot more fervor in the market. It was a lot crazier, and there was a lot of instances where I had to give advice that people should waive their home inspection or their mortgage, whereas now I'm kind of pacing it out a little bit more. I'm not as frantic because the market isn't. There's places where I'm advising clients to let the home sit on the market, because even though they're excited about a certain home, the feeling is there's more than one home that may suit their needs. And if that's the case, you're in a really great position to do the best for your client, because what's going to happen is that house will come down in price over time, and they're going to feel more and more needy for you and your clients. And especially when representing the buyer, that's a beautiful situation to be part of, because you're able to call the shots, you're able to look like a hero for your people, and you're able to kind of push down on that price to a degree that you probably wouldn't have been able to during the course of the springtime. So those are just some kind of qualities, skills, soft skills, and then the hard skills as far as knowledge, which again really bears worth mentioning that you need to be brushed up not just on current events, but on how the business works in general. You can't approach anything without a skill level that's adequate for this job. I know that a lot of times people feel like, geez, it's such a low barrier to entry job being a real estate agent. And truth be told, it's not difficult to take a class and pass a test and get into this business, but it is very, very difficult to do things at a high level consistently over the span of time. I've managed to do that, and I'm happy to share all my best stuff with people. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Be sure to like it. Feel free to leave me any comments below. And by all means, feel free to reach out to me directly. My number is 617-820-8085. Look forward to bringing you my best stuff. And thanks again.